Have you ever thought that you had your life figured out? I thought I had my own life figured out. I was used to having things go the way they had been for so long. Something happened that made me question my upbringing, my life choices, and my own marriage. I realized that in times where I thought I was strong, I was easy to manipulate and be pulled into the world. When you have been pained and hurt, you sometimes open the doors for more tragedy to strike in your life. It was at my breaking points that I found that my strength doesn't come from myself, but from the God that stabilizes me. And this was a good thing, even though the world was saying otherwise. It is what helped me go back to what was good. It was what made me thankful for all that took place in my life. It made me miss what I already had. There were some things that were damaged along the way. But as Isaiah 64:8 states, "O Lord, you are our Father. We are the clay and you are our potter. We are all the work of your hand." Where the cracks were causing breakage, there was reinforcement and scars filled with beauty. The truth is, we don't know what our days will look like. Things can change drastically in an instant. We need to be prepared and ready to make sure our focus stays steady. We need to be ready to stand firm in a foundation. 2 Timothy 2:19a says, "But God's firm foundation stands, bearing this seal, the Lord knows who are his." Like this little guy is trying to learn how to walk, I had to find my own steps and balance my way back up. I've heard people say to me, "It's too late, I can't change." Well, why not? What is holding you back from changing? While others are constantly changing, and they don't know what to do with their lives, they don't know where to just be stabilized. We need to just be ready and prepared. Anything can happen. We also have to make sure our choices are going to be right for us. We need to weigh the consequences of our actions. It says in Ecclesiastes 11:7-8, "Light is sweet, and it is pleasant for the eyes to see the sun. So if a person lives many years, let him rejoice in them all. But let him remember that the days of darkness will be many. All that comes is vanity." It goes on to say, "Rejoice, O young man, in your youth, and let your heart cheer you in the days of your youth. Walk in the ways of your heart and the sight of your eyes, but know that for all these things God will bring you into judgment." We live in a world where judgment is wrong, and there is no right way to tell someone that they do wrong. So when I myself have been in the wrong, I don't want people to correct me on it, just like other people don't want to be corrected. But if you're trying your best to help someone that you know and love dearly, and you say, no matter what I tell them, they're not going to change, you have to just give them up and know that their life is in their own hands. And even as a mother, I'm getting to the point where my children are getting older, at least the oldest two, and I've been saying, "God, they're in your hands. There's only so much I could do. One day they're going to make their own choices. I can only teach them the best that I can." All right, I'm here at my parents' backyard that I love so much with my little guy. Say hi. Hi. Let's go. Ooh, there's a hill. All right, let's go see. My brother cleared the woods really nicely. It used to be so filled with lots of junk because, things get overgrown over time. Is that an impatient? How beautiful. There is a pathway There used to be a bunch of people with their quads that would go through the woods, and it was really sad. They would go through these woods all the time. There are people that live back here. There's a house back there. There are people, they get flooded out, but they live behind these woods. And the river goes all along for miles. Here, we can walk the path a little bit. You can see the cracked. The path goes through there, but there path has tree issues. But I love these woods so much. Look at this. So much beauty. I just love all the green. Then you get a telephone pole right there to ruin it with the wire. Oh, little purple flowers. And then there's a path, I guess, that goes around. This is really sad. This path never existed when I was a kid. This is all new. I like the idea of a path because then I could walk easily through it. There are gnats right in front of me. Lovely. Hi. You cozy back there? So this carrier I have on, this is an ergo that my mother-in-law got for, I think she got it for $2 or $2 or $4, she said. I can't remember which one. But she got it for real cheap. And this thing is usually like $150 to $250 or something. So that is the beauty of thrifting something, just enjoying the day. It's so beautiful today. I just love it. And taking my baby for a walk out here, it's just, I feel so alive out in the sun. I was definitely built for the outdoors when it comes to warm weather. This used to actually be a beach. People would go swimming here all the time. So there is sand. This is sand. Instead of having the dirt, the sand might have been here for a while and I just never noticed it. But it could be because of the floodwaters that we've had. People ride boats over here still, but yeah, over there you can see there was beach.
It is important to recognize when we do wrong and to have humility. Then we can go and ask for forgiveness to someone maybe we wronged or to God to forgive us for it. Now, a lot of people don't want to think that they do wrong. They just want to put some sort of band-aid on things and move along. Or they sometimes like being hurt or going through things that have been just harming them, and they make excuses for those things. And if you are that person, I hope that you recognize it and are willing to grow. When you do grow, Just like in the springtime, there's so much gorgeous brightness and beauty. You can be bright. You can shine. I know sometimes it's hard to admit when there is wrong, but you do right when you admit when you are wrong. When I tell my children they do wrong, I hope they will grow from it and admit, yes, that was wrong, just like I do to them when I have wronged them. Hey, I shouldn't have said this. Can you forgive me? And I have seen their grace, just like we need to show grace to others as well. And the lesson here with minimalism would be that sometimes you have to clean up your own mess. And in doing so, you feel less stress and you feel just so much relief. I am so grateful for these lessons and for the family that I have and the love that we share together. Let's all grow together.